Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 56 of the AFK Hour Podcast. I'm your host, Jay Lucio, and today we have Snaker Boob
Hello.
and Big Boy Eddie.
Hello, guys.
So this episode is gonna be kind of short. We're trying to shorten it to make it actually an hour. So we've been trying our best to keep it an hour. It appears like Snaker Ball's having a raid party down there.
Oh no. What do I do?
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Is it okay? Okay.
I think I'll go away. So let's just jump into it. Snakerbot, what have you been up to this past week?
Well, I haven't really been doing. I haven't played that many games this week actually, but I have gotten back into Age of Empires because the fourth one, the stress test, just came out, so it kind of inspired me to go back to Age of Empires 2. So that's pretty much all I've been playing this week. I've just been doing the campaigns, and besides that, just normal life stuff like always. So nothing too exciting.
It's been forever since I played Age of Empires. I think that's like the first the first RTS game I ever played was StarCraft, like Brood War or whatever. And then I played Age of Empires and then Civilization. But
Yeah.
I mean, I just remember playing Age of Empires. I was like really confused as a kid. And then when I switched over to Civ, I was like, oh, this makes a lot more fun. It's a lot more, it makes sense and it's more fun, at least to me. But
It's a lot slower and easier to understand.
Yeah.
Age of Empires and all that just throws you that in there. For me, my
Yeah.
first one was Warcraft, the original Warcraft 3.
Oh wow, damn, you're old.
Yeah.
Daddy.
another one that's like really cool is I don't know if you guys ever played this, is Total War. Have you guys ever played Total War?
No, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, Angel, one of our friends, he plays that like religiously.
Oh,
Yeah, like-
I've never
is
played
that
it.
Warhammer?
Yeah, that's all like the same universe and stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that. That was the second one I played, Warhammer 40K. Oh, I don't remember which one. It was fun though.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure most of us from Save Point really likes RTSs. And yeah. How about you, Eddie? What have you been up to this past week?
Not much different. I did see
Hey, yo.
streams of Deathloop. It looks like a funny game.
I saw some trailers and I saw the donkey video, and like I just saw him kicking people, and like there's articles, like actual articles, people saying that they really like the kicking mechanic in Deathloop. So
I
like
don't
for
know.
the
I saw the video, but I don't know if that's like a big part of the game.
Can you explain like to those that don't know what Deathloop is? Like
What's that famous movie called? That's like similar concept, Groundhog Day, I believe. No,
with Bill Murray?
I've never heard of that.
maybe.
Groundhog
I don't
Day.
know. It's where he just keeps repeating the same day, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Butterfly effect.
It's basically that. It's the main character's just reliving the same day over and over again, trying to break out of it.
yeah, okay, yeah,
Pretty
that's
funny.
Groundhog Day, because like basically he gets stuck on a loop on the same day. He's trying to get out of the loop, but with like the best way living his life or whatever, right?
hmm
So that's essentially what Deathloop is. Like they're just stuck with one person, or like one
yeah,
day.
you're not everybody's like stuck in a loop, and your main character's trying to escape it, while somebody's trying to kill you, trying to protect the loop.
Oh, okay, interesting. All right, and I also saw you playing Wilder Myth.
Wilderness? Yeah, that was fun. I played it on the stream. I ended up having a daughter, which was pretty funny.
Oh,
That's the
So, I
only thing
mean,
I remembered.
did you create your own backstory, or did you just let the the computer make?
I just randomized it and then switched the person's first name to my name, and that was it.
Oh, okay, okay. I mean,
I don't remember anything about his backstory.
in the Big Boy Eddie scale, what would you give the game?
I have a scale.
In your own personal
Uh,
scale, hello?
I'm the biggest boy.
The biggest boy, okay. So I mean, you like it
Is
then.
that like 10 out of 10 or?
Nah, wouldn't
Okay.
say a 10 out of 10 because like I've played like 2 or 3 other campaigns and a lot of the stories repeat themselves, which is understandable. But it's pretty close, like an 8, 9 out of 10.
It's like the almost biggest boy.
Yeah,
Getting there to the biggest boy.
yeah, the bigger boy, not the
The
biggest.
bigger boy.
One.
So like I don't know if you played the game mode, but there's like a game mode apparently where someone could be like the DM and control the monsters. I don't know if you
Oh, that's
played that.
interesting. No.
Yeah.
So you can have it up to like 6 people then? The 5 adventurers and a DM?
I
Or
think it's
GM,
the
sorry.
I think it's up to 5, 4 people adventure, one person DM.
Oh, okay. It's pretty cool
But
though. I liked it.
I mean, for me, what I've been up to this past week is I've been playing Overwatch, like once again because of the collegiate esports thing. Um, this past week was our first like official pregame game, and what's it called? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to play because like the people that we were playing against, they had to reschedule it to like an hour later, and like I have class like at that time. So I was just like, I can't make this one. So I subbed in with, or I traded in with somebody else. Well, fortunately, we won the scrim. It was 3-0, so we 3-0 with them. But it sucked that I wasn't able to compete in the first official like pre-game in the season or whatever. But yeah, I've been playing Overwatch. I've been also grinding with friends of SavePoint, Jervis and Yippo Valorant. That game is very addicting still. I really like that game. I don't know. I always try to convince Snakerbot. I always see him play League of Legends. I message him. I'm like, hey bro, you should play Valo. And then he just either ignores me or be like, or replies
Muted.
with, yeah, exactly. But yeah. I mean, I tried to convince Eddie, but Eddie played it once and then that was it. Like he never ever tried it again.
Doo-doo.
Yeah. Another game that I got into again was Hearthstone. For some fucking reason, YouTube algorithm, because I used YouTube a shit ton, and for some reason the algorithm was like, oh, you're gonna like you're gonna like Hearthstone this month, so it started recommending me a lot of Hearthstone videos, and I'm just like, oh fuck, I kind of want to play Hearthstone again.
It did that
But
to me, but with like movie recaps.
oh, so you start watching movies as well?
Like movie recaps, so just the people literally summarizing the video, but with a robotic voice for some reason.
Oh, I know exactly what channel you're talking about.
There's a
Like,
bunch.
there's two of them which were like for like horror movies, and then the most popular movies. But I know which one you're talking
Yeah.
about. Like, it's been recommending me that as well. I've been watching it.
I don't know why, but I got hooked on it.
Yeah, same here. I'm just like, oh, I wanna I wanna remember what the movie's about, so then I watch the videos. I mean, it's good clickbait. Like, it's good. Like,
It is.
it's like a paraphrasing the movie. But yeah, so I've been playing Hearthstone, and then I haven't played Wildermyth this past week. I don't know why, but I just haven't been playing it. And the last game I've been playing is Destiny. So I mean, Destiny 2. Like I said previously, we got me, Yippo, and Chewy got really bamboozled by Stevie. Well, because like because like the whole sense of Destiny, the charm is that it's free to play, even though we paid for it initially. But yeah, it's free to play. We played it, and then a bunch of all the in-game content is behind a paywall. So we had to buy all the DLC, which was like $30. So we bought all the DLC, and now I feel even more obligated to fucking play the game. At least get my $30 worth of content, you know.
I mean, are you enjoying it? Or are you feeling like forced to play it at this point?
I enjoy it, but I don't like. I also feel like I'm being forced playing it because I want to get my money's worth, you know. But I don't know. It's just like one of those games. It's like Destiny to me is RuneScape for Snakerbot. Like, do you enjoy RuneScape?
No. When you're grinding, it's like you're just sitting there asking yourself, why the hell am I doing this? But you keep doing it. Like, it's like you're torturing yourself, but you can't stop.
Yeah. Have you spent any money on RuneScape?
No, there's like zero. I mean, besides for membership, there's zero microtransactions.
Okay.
How long have you had membership, and how much is it?
Well, when it first came out, before it was called Old School RuneScape, I think it was only like $5 a month.
Yeah, I remember that.
And yeah, now it's like 11.
Yikes.
Which I mean it's kind of a lot, but like I really enjoy it, so I don't mind paying it. And I've probably played, oh god, I would think at least 10 or more years, because I don't remember when the first original RuneScape quit. and then moved into like the newer RuneScape, and then the
Mhm.
player base died out. But I would think like around 10 years or so.
You think there's a way to check how much you've put into it?
I
Out of
mean,
curiosity?
so you can on old school RuneScape, which is
Mhm.
what's out right now, but that doesn't account for my old account, like
Oh,
when
gotcha.
I first started playing. So it's probably
Like-
even more than that.
Like when I searched how much I spent on League, I was like, "Eek, yikes."
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we won't talk about that for me.
I think I spent like around either $900 or like $1,000 on just League of Legends.
Last
But
I
I'm-
checked, I haven't spent any afterwards. It's like 800 in the time that I've been playing it.
Well, I mean, we've been playing League for literally 9 years now,
Almost
give or
a
take.
decade,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Long ass time.
since 2012, and like, the reason why Snickerbutt started playing it was because all of us moved over to PC, and we're like, Snickerbutt, play League of Legends with us.
Everybody left me on 360. Like I went like a whole year. I'm like, where the hell is everybody? And
Hey,
then-
at least we told you where we're at, man. We didn't
yeah,
just ditch you, you know?
Yeah, I know. Then I finally got my laptop and I started playing League with you guys.
If I remember
I never
correctly,
looked back.
yeah, if I remember correctly, like we all played Xbox together, and then one day after high school we stopped playing Xbox as much, but I still played Xbox because I like playing GTA with you. I think that's the main reason
Yeah.
I played GTA with you. And then
Oh,
you're
yeah,
asking
I
where
remember that.
everybody. You asked you were like, where is everybody? I'm like, oh, we all like started playing this game called League of Legends, and it's like really addicting. It's on PC only. Because you were asking, oh, is it on Xbox? I'm like, no, it's only on PC. I play on my shitty ass laptop. It's like, oh, maybe I could download it on my laptop, and then the rest is history. That's when you start playing it. I'm like, if you ever get it,
downhill.
yeah, like
That's where
like-
you got the dunce hat, right? Like on GTA on the 360.
yeah, that's where I
George
got the
did.
yeah, I got the done set. It was so fucking stupid because like they
You
penalize
destroyed
you,
cars,
yeah, for destroying vehicles.
friends,
like-
vehicles.
It was so fucking stupid. And like the way that GTA punished players was like you get a dunce hat and you go to like another island where it's only people with dunce hats, so you can't interact with each other. So like it was so stupid. But I mean, did they take that away? Does anyone still play
A long
GTA?
time ago, yeah.
Yeah, a
Oh.
long time ago. That whole system was, I feel like it was just like RNG based. Like you could either blow up one friendly car or like 10 and you'd get banned for either one. It was really
Yeah.
weird.
Because I could have sworn like you did the same thing where you're destroying people's
yeah.
vehicles, and then I destroyed one person's vehicle, and it chain react, and then I fucking get banned. And I'm just like, what the
Isn't
fuck?
Isn't that video on iNation? Of
Yeah,
you,
it's on
getting the
iNation.
Dunce hat? Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah, that for those that want to watch it, it's in our old channel in iNation. Maybe we'll put a link later, but yeah. But yeah, I mean, I just remember playing League of Legends on my shitty ass laptop, and it took like 30 minutes to get into one game because my fucking computer was taking forever, overheated and everything. But
I
yeah,
remember
like
before I got my laptop, I would use my brother's work laptop when he was a substitute teacher. And that was like an old HP, and it also took like 20 minutes to load in.
damn, dude.
I'll never forget, like, cause Eddie had a shitty. I think we all had a shitty laptop at one point, but like Eddie's was notoriously bad. I remember we'd always make fun of him, like loading into League, cause he'd be the last one loaded in.
Yeah, it's when
But
you
I-
convinced me to buy GTA.
Yeah, when GTA first came out on PC, I was like, Eddie, you have to get this. It's so fun. And he's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if my PC can play it. I was like, it's fine. Just put it on like the lowest setting. It'll be fine.
I had
And
to
he-
play it on a screen like the size of your of like the face camera compared to
And
like,
it
a
still wouldn't
whole
even run.
laptop, and it still wouldn't run.
I
I was
felt
like
so
at
bad.
1 frame a minute.
Oh man, I felt so bad for that because he spent $60 on the game.
And I was into like 3-4 months later when I actually got my PC or something like that.
Yeah, that you could actually play with us.
Yeah.
I mean, I also got GTA twice because I got it for the Xbox 360 and I bought it for my PC.
No, I guess
never-
I did too, huh?
Yeah. And then I don't know if you guys recently heard that GTA announced that they're releasing it for the new PS5. Or yeah, and then
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh, no one gives a fuck." Like this game's been out for the last like 10 years.
Yeah.
It's
They're-
crazy. It's been 10 years.
It's becoming the next Skyrim, honestly. Like, they're just milking the hell out of it.
Are you gonna get this one too?
Hell no. Nah. That's where I draw the line. Okay, my PC, I can run anything perfectly fine.
When do you guys think that the next GTA is gonna be dropped? GTA
Probably
6.
another 4 years, honestly.
Honestly, like 5 to 10 years, I feel like. Especially
Really?
with how much shark cards they still sell. Like, there's no reason for them to make another one, honestly.
It's been confirmed that they're working on it, though, right?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I
No.
haven't heard any news on it.
No, maybe that they are going to do another one,
Oh,
but
maybe.
yeah, but they're not working on one right now that I know of.
I mean, the last game Rockstar released was what? Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead. Yeah.
And that game was really good. I mean, it looked really nice and pretty looking, you know?
Yeah, I guess
They-
that's a
They
good thing
make good
about
campaigns, yeah.
yeah, that's the good thing about Rockstar. Like, you know, no matter how long it takes them, it's gonna be a good game most likely.
I mean, that's what we thought about Bethesda with Fallout. And then they fucking
What?
released that shitty ass Fallout
76.
76.
Oh,
Apparently
man.
it's good now.
Yeah, it's kind of like a No Man's Sky. They like really worked on it after it kind of flopped on release.
But I mean, at that point, all the I guess media, press, and all that stuff, the excitement for the game just goes away, you know. And like the player
Yeah.
base is probably not that high. Like I remember playing it after the fact that they fixed some stuff, and the game was really cool. Like I mean, we all played it, didn't we? We all played No Man's Sky,
Yeah.
No Man's Sky, yeah.
and it was a pretty fun game. But like even I think even now, like they added new updates, and it's even better than when we tried it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still not a game that I am interested in. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like
you
I'll
can,
play it.
You can build your own town now and control it.
I mean, that sounds cool and badass, but I'm not gonna go play No Man's Sky. You get me? Like all the hype
Yeah.
behind the game is gone. You know?
I played it like a month ago with Izzy, and he tried joining my lob or like my planet, and it just called it's a Snickerbot's base, yo mama. And then he's like, "Oh, I finally joined you. I'm in the system called Eddie likes boys." George named it. I'm like, yeah, don't remind me. George named it.
Yeah, you can always tell when George has been in a video game. Like,
And I
Not that
think your
there's
planet
anything
was
wrong.
called No Girls Allowed or something like that.
I don't remember. It makes it seem like we did this like many years ago, but this was like 2 years ago.
No, we're teenagers. No, it was like a year ago.
Yeah. I think it was a year ago, 'cause, like during COVID and everything.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's pretty stupid.
And the top left corner it says, Destructor Hunt has entered Eddie likes boys.
Oh my god. Damn, just because of that, it makes me want to play again. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, like like once a game releases and it flops, it just loses all the hype and I don't know what, but like hopefully if GTA 6 comes out, it does deliver. I mean the same issue with Cyberpunk. That game flopped because there was so many bugs and what do you guys consider flopped? It sold pretty well, but a lot of people refunded.
It was bad-ish. I mean, it also depended on your luck. Like, Ruben had no issue with the game. He beat it. He thought it was really cool. I had a small issue, which kind of ruined it for me, where my side quests, for whatever reason, were one behind. So I would start the side quest, right? And it would tell me what to do. I would finish it, but it wouldn't mark it finished until I started the next quest. So it was always lagging one behind. I could never finish the last side quest I would have unless I had a new side quest. It was weird. It was a weird bug, but I never played it after that, and I had like 18, 20 hours in it.
Yeah, I mean bugs always. It ruins the gaming experience. Like my only example of that was when I got the Call of Duty the one after that one, the most recent one.
Black
Ops?
Cold Ops, Black
Or
Ops,
Cold-
something like
Yeah,
that.
Cold Wars. When I got Call of Duty Cold Wars, I was playing the campaign, and then it literally there was this one part of the campaign where it did not let me continue, and I got bugged. It got bugged for like hours, and I would reset the mission, and it would still like not proc the next interaction. So after like 2-3 hours of trying just continue the campaign, I was just like, nah, fuck this. And ever since then, I never tried the campaign ever again. But
That's a shame because I heard it's a good campaign. Same
yeah,
thing
it
with
was
the Modern
like
Warfare one.
I think what happened was like I was streaming it on release and it bugged while I was streaming, and like I was just stuck there for like an hour or two, and I was like, nah, fuck this, I'm not gonna play this no more. And like I heard that a lot of people liked the campaign. It's like one of the best COD campaigns out there. But, I mean, I never finished it because of the bugs, you know.
Yeah.
Well, the ones I've experienced. But yeah.
That's one thing I do want to finish is the Modern Warfare campaign. I've heard good things about it too.
Oh, the Modern Warfare. Yeah, that's a really good campaign. I know for a fact that they're already working on Modern Warfare 2, the newest one.
Yeah. Next on the
So-
cycle after Vanguard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's after Vanguard. Well, I mean, this is a perfect segue for the next our first topic of the evening, which is Call of Duty and their Vanguard just recently had their first beta, and it came out with mixed reviews. There's a lot of hackers on day one of the beta. So with that information, how do you guys think the game is going to be on release?
Well, I hope good, because then that also means they'll fix Warzone. Because I really liked Warzone, man, but it's just full of hackers.
I don't think it'll honestly change anything. I think people will buy Call of Duty literally regardless. Like,
Just
I
like,
don't get.
the sport games.
Yeah, like it's like another freaking FIFA. People will literally buy it even if it's just a reskin. So I don't think it'll deter anybody.
Yeah, because like I did watch this on a couple people's stream. Like I know XQC was like playing it, and it literally like in every lobby people would just be shooting through walls, like wall hacking, killing people, like just hackers, you know. And he was raging because like obviously for good reason, right? But like if they're not able to control hackers in the beta, on release, on launch, there's gonna be a shit ton of hackers, you know. And like I know hackers in Warzone has always been an issue, you know. So like I mean I used to really like Warzone, and then it wasn't until like they did that stim pack glitch where literally you could be off the map and you would never die. You just continue stim packing. I don't know if you guys remember that.
No, I knew about it. I never got it. They fixed it, and literally like 4 or 5 months later, they did something again, and it came back for like another month. But thankfully, I never had to deal with that, and it's dumb too.
Yeah. Baker, bye, you good?
Base or what?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you were just like,
Yeah. Okay, so we're back now. So you're about reconnected. But
uh-oh.
oh,
Uh-oh.
oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Not again.
This like what's PC?
Oh no! I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention. I swear.
Okay,
Oh
okay.
my god! Hopefully it gets better.
So yeah, we reconnected, and yeah, when I was saying my story, you had such a I'm paying attention kind of look, but I was just staring at you, and you never blinked. I was like, damn, like this guy, whoa, he's super focused, like. But yeah, I mean, what were we saying? Okay, so like, what was the last thing you heard me say?
Hackers, I think. For Call of
Something
Duty.
about hackers, yeah.
Yeah, so like I was watching XQC, and he had like a bunch of hackers on his stream, and you could see like people like wall hacking and like all that stuff. Oh, okay, I remember what I was saying. Like I know that at least in Call of Duty Warzone, I really enjoyed it, but it was the hackers that really deterred me from playing it.
Yeah.
Because like the last thing I remember was the stim pack hack, and basically people would just like stim pack out of the map, and they would never die. You just hear people just coughing in the distance, and then as the circle literally gets to 0, and you just die from the circle, and then the hackers would win every time. I mean, that's the last time I played Warzone, and like I don't know, like I really liked it. It was really fun, but there's just too many hackers in COD. Like they just make it too easy for hackers, in my opinion.
Yeah, especially because it's at least for Warzone, since it's free. If you get banned, you just make another account.
Yeah.
But hopefully for Vanguard they do like a different system, or I don't know what the fuck they can do, but they fix their game, because like I personally think it's really unacceptable to have hackers in a beta. Like, you know, like that's supposed to show like how many people are interested in the game and like what they have to offer. But I mean, if you have hackers to offer in the for day one, like the game's gonna be trash, you know. And like hackers for me take the fun out of the game, you know. I'm pretty sure that goes for a lot of people as well.
Yeah, I agree.
I just don't get how they make hacks so fast. Like, wasn't it like day one that they were already hacking?
I think it's because it runs on the same engine as Modern Warfare, so it probably wasn't that hard to do.
I just don't get how they can't like ever find a permanent solution for it.
I don't know.
Isn't that what BattleEye is? Like when we play Ark, I'm pretty sure that has BattleEye.
Yeah.
Isn't that like IP based or something like that?
I honestly don't know anything about this. I know that I don't think Call of Duty has anything like that. At least I don't think it does.
Yeah.
Like at least I know for Valo, you have to download like their like I guess anti-hacker thing. And like at first when I downloaded it, I was like, nah, this is kind of stupid. I don't want to download something to prevent hacking or whatever, or to make sure you're not hacking. But after a while, like it grows on you, and I'm just like okay with it now. Like it's already downloaded, and like I've only had one incident where there was a hacker in my game, and I've been playing that game for like nonstop for a while. And literally, what happens is that in the middle of the game, it just says hacker detected, and it just kicks you out to the lobby, and no one gets penalized, no one loses except the hacker. Like his account gets banned. So like, I mean, it's kind of like I've seen like what's it called, Radiance, which is like one of the highest ranks, where like they're playing and then they're like about to win, and then just says hacker detected, and it kicks them, and they get pissed, right? Because they don't get any rewards or whatever. I think that's understandable but at the same time, just like, well, I really like the system. The system here is like, it's nice, you know. But it's like, I mean, it's pretty impressive. Like I haven't experienced any hackers at all, other than that one time. But
Yeah, you'd never hear of hackers in Valorant, actually. I think.
Speaking of which, you still play League often, Snickerbot. Do you still see scripters?
Not on it. No, actually, not as often.
It used to be pretty rampant for a while, right?
Yeah, I feel like the biggest script was probably like people that played Xerath, and then dodging scripts where it could predict like where something was going.
Kog'Maw ulting on you all the time too. I remember that was one too.
Yeah, but not actually. I can't even remember the last time I've seen a script or thought I saw one.
Oh, that's crazy. I guess they finally started cleaning it up. Just can't fix the community.
Yeah, community is really toxic, right?
Yeah,
it is.
I'm trying to think of another game that has like a lot of hackers.
GTA.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, GTA.
Has so many hackers.
But 90% well, 80% of them are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Also, what's it called? Fall Guys. That game had a lot of hackers too.
Really?
Do you guys remember that when it came out?
Yeah, when I first started playing, you just see people like freaking hauling ass going like 3 times their speed, and then all of a sudden the game would be over.
Yeah.
It was like the final level or whatever.
The one I know for sure that has like something new that I've been seeing is Warzone, where the new one is they move super fast. Like if they're lagging, they're teleporting. And it's funny because I've seen like streams or like short clips where they down the dude and you just see him while down, just he's here, then here, then here, then here, then there.
I guess long story short, Riot knows how to deal with hackers because they're fixing their acts with the community, with hacking, but other than that, like I feel like Activision / Infinity Ward needs to do the same thing, because like a lot of people want their games to do well, but yeah, there's still a shit ton of hackers, you know.
Yeah.
I guess our next topic we're going to be talking about is TwitchCon officially coming back, and it's going to be in San Diego on October 2022. So, I mean, this is pretty cool. Like, I'm glad that it feels like a sense of normalcy, like coming back to, I don't know, like life. and yeah, we're going back to normal, which is interesting. How do you guys feel? Have you guys been going out as often or not as much? So
Yeah, here and there, just when I need to.
Yeah, same here. Like, I mean, I guess been a little more normal. Been thinking about going to concerts again actually too, which is pretty
Ooh, that'll be
exciting.
fun. Yeah.
what's the first concert you can go see post COVID or quarantine?
Well, the one that me and Chris have been looking at is actually Slipknot. They'll be in California. And
Oh,
yeah, like a couple months now, at the end of this year. But really been thinking about going there.
so
That sounds
rumors
like a
from
cool concert.
yeah,
they have
I-
like really cool show. It's like a show concert.
like I know Jesus would be really interested in going because like Slipknot's his favorite band.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Nice.
What was I say? So rumors from the ghetto grapevine is that in the upcoming months, in order to do gaming events and I think also some major, like I guess music concerts and stuff like that, you have to show proof of vaccination. So I personally think this is a really good idea. Like I think that's mandatory. It should be mandatory. But what do you guys think, in y'all's opinion?
I feel the same. A lot of people won't.
I think it's perfectly fine. Like, it's not some fucking new profound idea having to be vaccinated to do something. Like, it's frustrating, but I think it's perfectly fine. Like, if people don't want to go, then don't go.
Yeah. So I mean, hopefully in the coming up months and I guess next year, everything's gonna go back to normal. Because I know EDC is still on for October, which is very interesting in Las Vegas.
This
But
October,
yeah, this
like
October.
next month.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
Well, yeah,
that's
that's
crazy.
next month.
Are you planning to go to that one, or are you sticking to
No.
2022?
So what I did was I just transferred my tickets to 2022. Like, because I originally I was supposed to go in 2020, but then COVID happened, and then this year it got postponed till October. So they gave us the option to transfer our tickets to 2022, which I did. So yeah, like I got an email saying that maybe if you still want to, you could transfer it back, and like to me it seemed like not that many people are going to 2021 EDC because of COVID, and they want people to go. And like there was an incentive as well where if you buy this year's tickets, the 3-day pass, you get 1-day pass for free for next year. So I was like super tempted to just do that just to get the free thing, right? But I was like, well, I don't know. I'm still like hurting from when we went to Vegas previously because I lost so much money. But also I don't want to get COVID again. I got COVID. And like I feel like I don't know, it's just gonna be everyone's just gonna get sick and whatnot, you know.
I'm surprised I didn't get it, even though we shared a room.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. Like I'm like our other friend, I'm curious on how none of them got it from him as well, you know, because they shared a room with him. But yeah, I mean, I literally don't know how anyone else got it.
There was a lot of people in Vegas too when you guys came. Like, it was so packed.
Did
And
George
we went on
Yang
the
get it?
weekday.
Yeah, we
I
went through
think
the week.
so. Didn't he say he felt sick though when we went to go pick him up one of the days?
Yeah, that one
Or was
freaking
that
day we
something
thought he was dead.
else?
Freaking bastard.
I will say that it's strange because I did share a drink with George Yang and he did not get sick. Like, cause like one of the days he bought a gallon of water. I was like, hey, can I get some of your water? And then we just shared it. And we were sharing drinks as well. Like I shared a drink with Anai.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I don't
just
know.
pretty unlucky, man.
Maybe they gave me COVID, you know? I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. I mean, it's fucking weird, you know? I'm not claiming to be like a epidemiologist or like a medical student or whatever. But yeah, I got COVID and none of them did. I guess I got unlucky. I don't know.
Yeah.
So our very last topic we're gonna be talking about is that Discord recently announced that they're gonna have a YouTube integration in the coming up months, so before the year ends. So what this means is basically you're gonna be able to watch YouTube videos on Discord.
That's
So
cool.
I think that's really cool too. Like, as a person that like has been using YouTube like nonstop, I pay for what do they call it? 'Cause like, I remember when I bought it, it was YouTube Red, but I think it's YouTube
Premium. I think
Prime.
it's that premium now.
Yeah. So I've been paying for YouTube ever since the Red membership. So, I mean, I fucking love YouTube. So like this integration is really huge in my eyes.
How will it work? Like, can't you already watch YouTube videos on Discord? Or like, what does that mean?
I
Maybe
think,
it's a bot.
yeah, they okay. So from the article I was reading that they're gonna integrate a couple bots, and then there's also gonna be a room where you could watch like viewing parties like with YouTube like on
Oh,
it.
you know
Okay.
what that reminded me of? My brother-in-law was telling me about it. Remember when Netflix had the party watch for the 360 where you were in a virtual theater and you saw your avatar?
Oh
Oh
wow,
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
dude,
I had forgotten about that. That was pretty cool too.
I remember that.
Do you guys remember in the Xbox days where there was like a game show that every Friday you could go and then you could
Oh
participate?
yeah.
Yeah,
They should do that again.
Like,
it was
no,
that
stuff
was
pretty cool.
yeah, that was when like the avatars and stuff first came out.
Yeah.
They did a lot of stuff with that.
I feel like, well, I don't know what's like PlayStation did because I didn't have a PlayStation. I feel like Xbox.
PlayStation Home or something like that. I remember Eric talking about it a lot, super excited about it, and it turned out it was kind of meh.
Yeah, like I feel like the Xbox whole like Xbox Live community was like ahead of its time. Like it was really cool. It integrated a lot of people and wanted people to be interactive in the community, you know.
Yeah.
So who do you have behind you? I'm curious. Bud.
Like everybody. Both the dogs are in here looking at the babies because they're the guinea pigs are like super hyper right now, and I don't know if you can hear them screaming too.
Yeah, we can. The way your camera's angled made Blue look humongous, like half the door
When
size.
when he was on the couch, yeah, he likes to sit with his front paws on the couch so he can get up higher and look at them.
Do
But
you
this
ever
is what they do all day.
nervous that your dog's gonna eat the guinea pigs?
Not really. No, I would be worried about Scarlet. She's like a little, I wouldn't say prey driven, but she would think it's a toy. I feel like, and not mean to kill it, but accidentally kill it. Blue, he would never touch them. Like we've always had small animals around him. He's never done anything.
Just stairs.
Yeah.
So is this it for all the animals, or are you gonna get more animals?
I'm freaking done.
So
They did
I
a
mean,
bigger house, damn it.
what's the tally right now? What do you have?
I don't even know anymore. We run a damn sanctuary here.
I feel like this is a
Like-
good. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say we love our animals though. That's why we always get more.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we talked about it, you had chickens in the back, and then you have the guinea pigs. You have your dogs,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure if you have any more animals. You have any
I got
more?
two
or-
cats as well.
You have cats?
Yeah, I got cats. I have Gandalf and Arwen.
Gandalf
is
and
a-
Arwen.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gandalf's a big old gray cat, so we named him Gandalf, and then Arwen from Lord of the Rings.
Oh. What's it called? I want to get a corgi. That's the dog I want to get. So.
Corgi. Those are
Yeah.
pretty cool. They actually make a mix of these guys and corgis. They're called cowboy corgis.
Cowboy
it?
corgi.
Yeah, so it's a healer and a corgi mixed together. They're actually really cool looking.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, I feel like this is a good point to end the podcast. It's shorter than usual, but that's how it is. Like it, but yeah. This is Save Point signing out. See you guys at the next Save Point. See ya.
Yep.